Ma nishtana halayla hazeh mikol halelot. Why is this night different than all other nights? At every Seder, these four questions will be asked again. But I know a question that may be really on everyone's mind. A fifth question. When are we finally going to eat? And there lies the problem. The Passover Seder, one of the most widely observed rituals among American Jews, and yet for too many, it's a boring, tedious experience, a service to zoom through so we can quickly get to the gefilte fish and matzo ball soup. And that's too bad, because there's so much potential on just how great a Passover Seder can be. One suggestion: the Mishnah teaches that every Seder one is obligated to ask a new question. How can the timeless lessons of Passover be relevant in our lives? I want to present to you four modern day questions that I hope will help us. Number one, the first question asks, all other nights we eat either leavened bread or matzah, but on this night we only eat matzah. Based on this question, let me suggest that we should also ask, tonight we are learning to give up foods we like, but do we realize there are many people who don't have food all year round? Just as God showed compassion to our people when we were strangers in Egypt, Passover reminds us that we as Jews are commanded to imitate God's active concern for the poor, the persecuted, and the outsider. At our holiday tables, can we discuss what we have done this past year to help those in need and what more we can do in the next year? Number two, the second question asked is, on all other nights we eat other vegetables, but on this night we eat maror. This question reminds us that the question we can also be asking at our Seder table is, tonight we feel what it's like to be persecuted because we are Jewish. But are we doing our best to make sure we're not persecuted again? Are we doing enough to help protect Jews everywhere who are not as safe as we are in Houston, Texas? The third question asks, on all other nights we need not dip our vegetables even once, but on this night we dip twice. Let me suggest to you that an additional question we can also ask ourselves is, tonight we're being very Jewish, but are we being Jewish enough other times of the year? If we're only Jewish on Passover, Rosh Hashanah, and Yom Kippur, is this enough? Or do we need to be more Jewishly active throughout the year in order to ensure that our descendants will also be celebrating Passover years from now? And number four, the last question asked is, on all other nights we eat either sitting upright or reclining, but in this night we all recline. This reminds us that the question we can also ask this year is, tonight we are taking our time, relaxing in leisure and enjoying our time together, but are we doing enough of this rest of the year? A Hasidic rabbi once asked, why do we say Ma Nishna Halayla Hazeh? Why is this night different than all other nights on Passover? We should ask it on Sukkot, when it's strange to eat outside in the fall, when it could be raining and somewhat cold. But we ask the question on Passover because for too many, it's strange to eat a long and full meal with our families. Could we make it not so strange this upcoming year and spend more time with those we love? Hag Kasher v'Sameach, a joyous and happy Passover for all of us. Shabbat Shalom.